for today's bedtime story is The Turtle Who Ran Away. Little Turtle lived in a deep, cool river with his mother and father, and most of the time he was a very good little turtle. Every day he went swimming in the river with his mother and father. They had races and they had lots of fun. Afterwards, they climbed onto the riverbank and rested under some shady trees. And that's when the big trouble began. Because whenever little Turtle's legs touched dry land, he wanted to run away, and he crawled off. But his mother and father kept their eyes on him, and they quickly chased after and caught him. His mother always said, "If you run away, little Turtle, the hot sun will roast you and toast you." And his father said, "Mr. Coyote will catch you." "This river is your home," they both said. "East, west, home is best." One hot sunny day, little Turtle was crawling by the riverbank, and he felt very running awayish. He looked. He couldn't see his mother. Good. He looked. He couldn't see his father. Even better. And woof, he was off. He crawled under the shady trees by the river and through a field of grass until he came to a sandy, sunny hill. Then he crawled up the hill. But after a while, little Turtle began to feel the hot sun beat down on his shell, and the sand beneath his tummy felt hot too. "I must go home," he said, "before I get roasted and toasted." And he turned around and began to crawl back. When he came to a big rock, he stopped to rest. But poor little Turtle felt so rusted, so toasted, and so tired that he began to cry. Now, on the other side of that rock, fast asleep, was Mr. Coyote. And little Turtle's crying woke him. Mr. Coyote was very cross. "Be quiet," he shouted. But little Turtle went on crying. "Stop singing that awful song," shouted Mr. Coyote. "I'm not singing," said little Turtle. "I'm crying." When Mr. Coyote heard little Turtle speak, he licked his lips with his long, thin, pink tongue and crept round to the other side of the rock. "You're the one that woke me," he said. Well, you have made me so cross, that I'm going to eat you up." Now little Turtle was very little, but he was very clever. "It may feel like," he said. "But, Mr. Coyote, I've got a hard shell on my back that will crack your teeth and smash them into pieces." "I will not eat you then," said Mr. Coyote. "I shall throw you in the sun so you will be absolutely roasted and toasted. Throw me in the sun if you like, said Little Turtle. But, Mr. Coyote, I've got this hard shell, and I can pop my head under it and hide. You can do anything you like, only what? Said Mr. Coyote. Only please don't throw me in the river, said Little Turtle. Especially not in the deep place under the shady trees. Not in the deep place under the shady trees. That's exactly what I'll do, said Mr. Coyote. I will throw you in the river at that deep place and drown you. Mr. Coyote picked up Little Turtle very gently because Mr. Coyote didn't want to smash his teeth. He ran down the sandy, stony hill and through the field of grass. He came to the river, and right at the deepest part, under the shady trees, he threw Little Turtle in. Splash, 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 splash. Little Turtle dived down into the lovely cool water, and he felt fresh and good and all better again. Then he swam up and poked his head above the water. Mr. Coyote, he called out, this river is where I live. Thank you for taking me home. Mr. Coyote was cross. He snapped and snarled, but he couldn't touch Little Turtle. The Little Turtle was safe. Then Little Turtle dived down again, swam off and found his mother and father. We've been looking everywhere for you, said his mother. We thought you'd run away, and the hot sun had roasted and toasted you. Or Mr. Coyote had caught you, said his father. Me? Run away? I don't think I will run away. Not ever again, said Little Turtle. East, west, home is best.